We've got a lot to talk about because in the space of 1 week, Apex has gone from a game looking like it was going to die within a month to a game that's changing its ways, releasing on a new platform and potentially releasing a new trailer within 2 days. So let's take a look and also talk about if it's too early to forgive Apex, because a lot of people are forgiving it right now. As, if you're not aware, a few days ago, Respawn actually reversed some elements of the controversial Battle Pass change, so now you can actually buy it with coins. That was the only major change. The 2 Battle Pass per season system still does exist, so if you buy a Battle Pass, make sure you can complete it before the halfway point of the season where the second Battle Pass comes out. Within the tweet where Respawn apologised for making this change and said they are reverting some elements of it, they also apologised about their communications and said they weren't as timely or as transparent as they would have hoped, and they hope to make this better. They also said our complaints have been heard and their priorities are cheaters, game stability and quality of life updates to make the game better. And they also mentioned in the Season 22 patch notes on August the 5th, they are going to be revealing a lot of improvements to the game. But that's not it. Something else is also happening for the next season. Apex is being released on the Epic Games Store. Yes, the store literally owned by the Fortnite developers, which is pretty crazy and has sparked a lot of people hoping that Epic Games buys Apex and gives it the Fortnite treatment. This was all revealed yesterday in a blog released to the Epic Games Store, detailing that Apex is going to come to the Epic Games Store, and it also had an interview with developers that revealed a lot of cool things. First of all, in this blog there was a section called Surviving Live Service, which Apex has barely been doing recently, so let's see what the developers have to say about surviving it. First, it's revealed that Apex actually has up to 18 million active players monthly, and Respawn always have their ear to the ground listening to community feedback. It's then revealed that because so many people request new gameplay features to come back to the game, Respawn devs are listening and they've taken to heart the feedback and they're pushing really hard to get new events up and running. Much like the Solos event that was added recently, that was added pretty much purely because of fan requests. Also, we had another word from Respawn about adding melee weapons to the game, because if you're not aware, back in the Final Fantasy event, we got our first melee weapon, which was the Buster Sword. Respawn said, we've experimented with melee in Apex, but it puts the focus in a very weird place, where it's not the gunplay. It's not letting weapons be king. It's using auto-targeting systems and lunges that are very difficult to read and counter, which makes it problematic. But still, the Final Fantasy event was cool, and as a temporary event, it was a great thing for us to go after and try to shake up the experience with. Which is a quote from a Respawn developer, and it's sad they aren't considering any more melee weapons to be added to the game, but hopefully we do get them back as an LTM weapon at some point again. Respawn did say they have a lot of scrapped and disregarded features, but they don't want to reveal them because occasionally they get recycled and make their way back into the game. With a developer saying, some of these ideas, we harvested their bits and put them into other places to make a stronger version. Which we know is definitely true, because we know Respawn were testing out an akimbo weapon to be added back in Season 12 of Apex, but more recently it's been revealed that akimbo is now going to become a gameplay feature exclusive to P2020s and Mozambiques. Also, we did find out recently that Alta's Tactical was actually originally going to be one of Revenant's abilities all the way back in Season 4. So even when Respawn do scrap an idea, they reuse them a lot of the time. And also in this section of the blog, we did get a tease about Season 22, with one of the developers saying, next season keep an eye out for something that may seem a little bit out of place and doesn't have an explanation, and then wonder why that could be. And then the developer apparently laughed after saying that. So apparently they have Alta on the developer team, but seriously, next season I guess look out for something that doesn't make too much sense and we can theorize from there. Also in this blog, a developer revealed that they do have some things planned to fix matchmaking in the game, saying, we know how good the core players have become and that we need to make a fun path for new players. We are working on matchmaking and iterating on several different aspects of the onboarding experience to go live over the next few seasons. Which is good to hear, because it is true, a lot of the new players starting the game are immediately faced with super high level players and are crushed and most likely put off the game. And if Apex is releasing on a whole new platform and potentially stealing a bit of Fortnite's audience, because Epic Games is the only place on PC with Fortnite on it, we need a good new player experience, otherwise these players are going to play Apex once and then forget about it. This is definitely a real issue that was unfortunately realised by content creators like Candiru, who made new new accounts to see what the new player experience on Apex would be like, and quickly found out they were thrown immediately into high-level lobbies. So hopefully Respawn are serious about these changes and aren't just saying it to make the Epic Games guys happy. This developer did also follow up by saying, "We want to allow new players to find a comfortable place to learn the skill, to lower the overall skill floor for players, and to even out the playing field at the lower end." If you are a big Epic Games player and want to play Apex on Epic now, you can wishlist the game now, although apparently on the Epic Games store it says the game was released in 2006, so maybe Apex is a lot older than a lot of us think. Moving on though, because yesterday we got our very first teaser for Season 22 of Apex, which is awesome, and it seems to be a teaser directly teasing the next trailer. So this probably means we aren't getting a Legend next season, because at this point already we should have got a few Legend teasers. The teaser showed Pathfinder's chest with a ramen ad on it with this audio in the background.
Noodles, noodles, noodles! Whip your hunger into shape with noodles!
With this video teaser, Respawn gave us a date and time. The 1st of January 2024. No, I'm joking. It's the 1st of August. I just don't like that date format. At 8 AM, which is the normal time Respawn release trailers. So basically, Respawn are going to be releasing the first Season 22 trailer on the 1st of August. We don't know whether it's going to be a launch trailer or a story from the Outlands. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, to a lot of people, Apex seems to be looking up. Respawn have fixed their issues, and they're even releasing Apex on the Epic Games Store, which will bring in a lot of new players, believe me. And apparently, if you download Apex on the Epic Games Store, you will be getting a free limited time Conduit bundle. But while some are getting hyped, a lot of people are saying, why should we be so quick to forgive Apex? Because just last week, a lot of us were saying, we're never playing Apex again. We're uninstalling, Respawn is evil. And now because they've made a few changes, everybody suddenly forgives them. And I think this point of view is definitely kind of true. Respawn still has a lot of work to do on Apex. They need to make the monetization friendlier and put some actual care into the game, because it feels like right now, the game's barely chugging along. I do think, especially right now after the recent announcements, Apex has the capacity to become what it used to be. Respawn just needs to start caring and hopefully listening to fan feedback a lot more, because clearly they can do it, they just need to do it a bit more. I think with Season 22, we should approach the season very carefully, because Respawn has kind of shown their true face. They are prepared to make some bad decisions for the sake of money, but also maybe don't disregard everything Apex does as a whole. Let's see what happens and not run into the new season forgiving everything immediately, because Respawn did really try to burn us back there. Otherwise, next season's looking pretty hype. It seems almost certain that we are getting a new map, and the new map is going to be really big and really different from anything we've ever had before. Although right now, it seems like we're not getting a new Legend, which means Lifeline Reborn probably won't be coming this season, and she'll probably be coming in a season or two. That's if Respawn are even still working on the concept of Lifeline Reborn. Also, it was revealed today by a very reliable leaker that Respawn is going to be nerfing aim assist to some degree very soon. They originally tweeted saying aim assist will not be nerfed, at least not on PC, and then quote retweeting it saying, sadly, I'm wrong. AA nerf seems to be only PC for now. I don't know. This is the same person who told us that Respawn was reverting the Battle Pass change a few hours before they did it. So I would consider this reliable. So next season could have a few more controversial surprises coming in. Let's just wait and see.